What is up, my guys and girls of YouTube? It is your boy Justin Omoi, and my cat is drinking my water. Hey, at least show the logo. You drink too much. Yeah. My water. Anyways, today I'm going to show you some, I guess we could call it quote-unquote advanced or more techniques we could do now that I've taught you how to make the simple beat. And as you see right here with this structure, it's just like the old video, the other video I made the other day. Simple is as simple gets. And I'll go ahead and hit play for this. I guess we'll play up to there to the first verse or so. So yeah. Okay, so essentially we heard every single sound in the song here, and let me just point out to this transition, the verse, the last piece to the chorus. So cool, with the inclusion of this chorus piece, which is, I believe, hold on, let me do that. I believe is this. Wrong one. That's basically the song that's not in the verse, and it kind of indicates that it is a chorus. And with this little muting spot, we do define like a little change of pace in the song structure, and it kind of feels like a transition in that sense, right? It does, but you could do a lot more to make it, I guess, what's the word, more obvious. And one of those things we could do is like add in uplifters or risers or whatever you want to call it, sound effects. Oh, here's the risers. Okay, I'm just take this sound here and use this for an example. Maybe I'll make this faster, way faster. So how about like that? And it'll probably change the pitch. I'll lower it down, obviously. So yeah, something like that. Of course I'll have to edit this. Yeah, it sounds like an impact. It'll probably be better just to use the actual automation, just fade that out. So I'll click here, automate, volume, which is something we did not talk about in the how to make a simple beat. But you can see how that, you know, gives a bigger indication that, hey, it's something happening. So yeah, I probably didn't do it the best way, but yeah, maybe if I shift around, I'll find a sweet spot. Yeah, but basically, it's a sound that we haven't heard, or unless you use it over here or something. But it's a sound that's being introduced, and it's rising up. It's like building its roller coaster way up to the into the next segment. But yeah, that's one way we could do things, adding these little riser sounds. You could also, you know, add like delay or something and chop it off and make it all fancy. I'm just showing you the example of you could do it. Here's verse 2, which is different from verse 1 because we did mute out some pieces here as well. Let's see how that sounds. So this part right here, basically, I want you to, you know, have your focus on. It's just these. And then we come into the drums like immediately. We could like, you know, put in this hat and then chop it there. I don't know. That might as well leave that there. We could also take this kick sound that's being used here, and it sounds so great. I could like take this, drop it here, and now have a kick on its own, hit reverse, and just drag this over here. And let me put this in track 10. That's where the kick is, just to give it the reverb, I guess. Maybe it was faster than I expected. Let's see if we could stretch this some. So you see how adding something like that helps as well. One more time. Another way you could do it, if you have only like a wave file or something, is simply open up Edison and do it. So I'll go here. This is before I have the Fruity limiter, which is only raising it up by 3 decibels, so we can hear it at the loudest, just for example. Anyways, instrumental, that's where the drums and the sound is being connected to. I could control E it. I could put this to on play, hit record, and then when I hit play, it could record that. So let me go ahead and just take that out, and let's take this piece out as well. I'm trying to think about this ahead. We can actually start here and record a section of this. I'll put it right here just to be safe. So I'll hit play. Cool. I recorded more than I need to, just to, you know, play around. And here's that. So we could take this little and probably like reverse that section itself. How about that? Let's take that whole section, Control X. I'm gonna do Control A, delete, and then Control V, and then I'll hit Alt, the right Alt, and then left, and reverse it. And then we can play around with that sound. Just take it, drag it, and just like how we did with this kick here, maybe do that, and maybe we can unmute that now. And we'll probably want to chop out this section here. Let's do it with and without. So with it, yeah, without, and just mute that. How about that? That sounds pretty cool or interesting. Sounds interesting to me. But that could be another cool way of spicing up your sound, your beat, giving it some nice pizzazz. That's a cool word. But yeah, play around with it. I'll just keep that muted. How about we just keep this? Is it me or did this thing move? We could also introduce sound, like a new sound, to make this even more, you know, pizzazz. It's basically adding a layer. We could also automate things. I think I'll do the automate first. How about we do that? Now here I have a if you've seen the simple beat that I was making, and I showed you how I routed things to Audio Summit, basically put it into a group. I have it for the sounds here. So if I were to mute the drums. And the cool thing about it is that now I have all the sounds in one thing. I could alter it, and I could, like, let's say for example, take a filter, Fruity filter, and now we have a filter on it. Something like that. Maybe we could do something like that. We could play around. So let's say for verse 2 I want this. Let's do that. Well, I already did the first piece, so I might as well just work on another piece of it. For example, So I'm gonna right click here because I want to adjust this, create automation clip. Cool. I could also record this, but it'll be recorded into event, like an event thing, which I made a video on how to convert events into automation, but for the sake of, you know, simplicity, even though we're talking about advanced stuff, I'm gonna show you how, you know, well, basically this. So here we go. I'm just gonna pencil this, right click, and I can right click that, right click this, do whatever I want, smoothen it out. And let's say we want this coming in after the first phrase, or the first, you know, two things. Then we have this introduced. That might be too much of an effect, but yeah, I'm just shortening this down. Maybe we could make this a smooth as well. So that's another way you could make things sound pretty. So there, we got 3 different ways so far. I only recorded for 15 minutes. Most of it was me blabbling anyways. What else could we do to make this pretty and interesting and pretty interesting? We could throw in more sounds, obviously. We could have sounds that only start at the first piece, like a tss, like a crash sound. So shout out to the homie Nerf. Sock, you the man. We could take this, and how about we just start this, I guess here. That's loud. See, if you were to do this, it just gets so annoying. So I'm just gonna put that there, I guess. And we can make this faster as well if we want. Like, where's the automations? What? Whatever, sounds good there. Probably do the same thing here if you want. I don't know about here or here. It works. Or we could take this, put it over here. Cool. We could also keep that there in the first, and how about there? And keep in mind, this is only, you know, just there, not this remote. But you see how adding like a crash is something that basically indicates like, hey, something's happening. Hey, something's going on. Hey, it's another phrase. Doing that could help out. If you put it like every single damn 4, it'll be annoying. But adding like a crash or something, maybe a perk. Still too much. The reason why that reverb is because this thing. I hate this so much. Actually, I have my own like sounds that I recorded. So how about I go into there? Let's find let's take this little ding. Maybe we could play around with that. So let's say, hey, how about new pattern? How about for here we could add a little triangle sound or something that's basically not in anything else. Maybe we could just throw it there for the fun of it. So let's see. 1, 2. Okay, I was like, what the hell? Basically something different. Let's go ahead and drop that down some, maybe. See how adding something else makes it a little bit more spicy, makes it sound cool. But yeah, doing little things like that could help spice the beat up, make it sound better. So let me go ahead and recap. We have a riser, downlifter, whatever you want to call it. You can add in that sound to indicate like a different transition. You could also mute things. You could add in sounds like you could record and reverse a kick or reverse a whole song. That'll help. You could add in a crash sound. Crash sounds are good. And also you could add in other drum sounds. You could also add in like another melody sound if you want to. But for this example, I have this, triangle ding, which I do make into a melody in a sense. So yeah, those are some things, some type of ways that you can make a sound more better or better. I hate grammar. So yeah, hopefully this video was able to shine some light, give you some I guess tips and tricks or a little bit more innovative ideas to help you with your song, to give it more spice, more flavor, make it sound a bit more obvious where transitions are and whatnot. And yeah, so let me know what you guys and girls think about it. Is there any other ways that you would like to do it? Let me know in the comment section below what you would do for your beats if you're a beat maker already just watching this video. Thank you for your view and support and your thumbs up and your subscribe and your sharing and all that. And yeah, cat water. Meow meow meow. No, I'm just playing. It's your boy Justin Omoi. With that being said, peace. I'm out.